Now, something that's nice about this camera mount on my windshield is someone thought about it, that if you put a iPhone 14 in there and you turn it around, you'll be able to clear the cameras. Some of the old mounts, nobody thought about that. And so when I turn it around, you're looking at black because there's not a hole or an opening. It's not, in this case, it's actually offset. So when you clamp it down, it's not hitting buttons or anything. I mean, it's really nice to see how somebody a lot smarter than me, they thought all this stuff through. You know, it's just amazing that they do that. So, all right, well, I'm on my way to the workout. Today is my first day of my workout. Not feeling too good about it because my arthritis has really kicked in. I think I have a flare. And so I did have to get an injection the day before my birthday, so 2 days ago. And I've been trying to hold off on it as long as possible, but there just comes a point where the pain is just so much. And right, I always have it in my hands. That's always in my hands, but which is bad when you're a designer. You know, you're drawing all the time. But the medication is helping me, and I have it in my shoulders, in my neck right now. So I'm going to try to warm up a little bit, and maybe that will help. I'm hoping the whole process of weightlifting is going to be a positive for my arthritis. So I'm shifting from, on my exercise program, from 10,000 steps a day to 5,000 steps. And from not really focused on protein, or I wasn't focused on protein, but now I'm going to try to have 200 grams of protein. My wife got me this really cool book. I had gotten like a little notebook, but this book is really cool. I love it because I'll be able to take it into the gym. And I'm sure I'm going to look like a dork, you know, walking around with my books, but I want to be able to document. That really does keep me going. I know I did when I was doing my diet. I had to document everything, and that would keep me going, you know, moving forward on my stuff. So got my notebook, started putting it in my calendar. I fill out my calendar every day with my glucose levels. Normally I put my weight in there, but I'm not going to put my weight in there. I'm not going to worry about my weight for the next 60 days, because when you're bodybuilding, you have to, you are going to get heavier, you know, from muscle built up. So the way I'm going to, like with 10,000 steps, it's pretty easy. You know, you look at it on your phone, and that's how you can document what you're doing. And weight, you know, I could see my weight going down, but I think I was also building up muscle in my legs. I can definitely feel the difference from when I first started. But when I'm doing weightlifting, I might get a lot heavier because I'm hopefully shifting fat, you know, into muscle. And I think muscle is 5 times heavier than fat. So that's an expectation. But the way I'm going to measure my improvement in the weightlifting is I'm going in today and I'm going to warm up, and then I'm going to do 3 sets of 5. So the first set is really just to find somewhere on the weight, you know, the weight scale where I'm going to do, like, say, biceps on a rope pull. So when I do that, I'll just put it in at a certain place where I think I'm pretty close. And then I'll do 5 reps and see how I do. And if it's like, well, you know, that was pretty good, then I'll try to move it up to a higher weight and try to do 5 reps again. And then I'll try to move it up again. I may have to do more than 3 sets because I have to keep moving it up till I get to failure, you know, so meaning that I cannot lift it 5 times. So then that weight that's right below what I was lifting, that'll be my baseline where I start out. And then 60 days from now, I'm hoping that whatever I have on there, I can improve. I mean, ideally it would be nice to double it, but it just depends on 2 things: how much I improve and how bad I am right now. So I haven't done a lot a lot of weightlifting. I did a lot when I was younger. So there's a certain amount of what they call muscle memory, where you get in there and your muscle remembers the way you do the exercise. So you can, there's things that your body is doing to kind of help you. Maybe like, it's not cheating, but it's like your body is doing the most efficient way to lift that weight the way you need to lift it. So I think in 60 days, I'm hoping that I'll be able to calculate the difference in the weight, from when I started. So let's just say I'm doing bench press, and I started at 100 pounds, and then 6 months from now I can do 200 pounds, which one of my goals is to bench press my weight. So that's kind of an indication of how healthy you are in weightlifting. But if I were to go, say, from 100 pounds to 200 pounds, that would be 100% increase. Now, say on the biceps, I go from 50 to 75. That would be a 50% increase, I think. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but no, if it was half of 75, it was, I can't think right now, 26 and a half. So if I went up to 26 and a half, that would be 50% increase. So you take your 100% increase, you take your 50% increase, you take your 30% increase, you take all these different increases that you did from your baseline, and that will see how much of an improvement, I do. It would be nice to think I'm going to do everything at 100%, but it's kind of unlikely that if I'm doing curls, for bicep curls, at 80, that I would be able to go up to 160. That doesn't seem like it's even possible. So, and those are with both arms. It's not single ones. So I just need to write it down, and then mathematically I can figure it out. And maybe I look the same. Oh, but I did take a picture of myself with, just my shorts on. And so I thought, well, I'm not gonna bore everybody with that, but I might do it if I see a big improvement, and then you'll be able to see a before and after, and I could say my efficiency, on lift weighting, my increase was 37%. That's what is kind of good, that you can do it by lifting weights till failure. And I'm not going to lift weights to where I hurt something, and the easy way to do that is to just lift the one time and lift it your first time. Just go in there and just try to lift the heaviest freaking weight you can. That is a good way to injure yourself. Or jerking, doing a lot of jerking movements, or arching your back, to lift a heavier bench press. Those are all things that can hurt you. So you got to keep your feet flat on the ground, you got to keep your back straight, you got to keep the weight right over your midline here. So there's a lot of things you have to think about. It's more about form than it is about lifting the heaviest weight, but doing it in an extremely wrong way of doing it. So those are the things I'm going to try to do, and today will probably be more important in terms of writing down my weight, my base weight to failure, because that's what it's going to be based on when I get to my last day in 60 days and I go to failure on it, to see how much I will have it. I will have improved. I'm also going to do stomach crunches and lower back. Those I'll be doing every day, because I don't think that it's like a growth thing. It's more of a strength thing. And then I'll be doing legs every day, or legs every workout, and chest or back, workout. And then the hardest thing for me is really going to be to take that day off, because, like, for instance, today, when I'm working out today, I'm going to try to keep it within an hour. But then tomorrow is Saturday, so that would be a great time to work out. But I'm not going to work out because I just worked out on Friday. About the only thing I'm going to do is walk. And, I could walk on a treadmill, I could walk on the elliptical, I could do I could do things that are more lighter, but I don't really want to. I want to have a day of rest. So I've still got to eat my protein on those days off, and I have to really drink a lot of water, you know, to kind of flush, I think it's called nitric acid, out of my muscles. Sorry, my memory is a little rusty, but you know, you get a lot of acidity, you know, built up when you work out, so you have to flush it. And so by the time I get to work out again on my next day on, which will be Sunday, then I should be fully rested and not really sore. You know, so you don't want to be lifting weights when you're sore. That's not good. Or if you have an injury, you do not want to lift weights, because it'll just injure yourself. It's not good. So those are the kind of things I'm thinking about, I'm looking to do. It's about, let's just say it's 10 o'clock right now. Can work out till about an hour, so 11 o'clock. Then I'll have about 30 minutes to get my wife lunch. And then, although I have to find out, I don't think her mother and sister are bringing lunch today. But if they are, I don't have to deal with it. But I do have to still eat myself. I'm gonna have to go back to the house, change into my clothes, take a shower, shave, get ready for my 1 o'clock appointment. And it would have been nicer to start this a little bit earlier, but I think 10 o'clock will be okay. And then tomorrow, you know, it's about resting and maybe putting some YouTube videos together, you know, just to keep my resting going. So that's the plan, and I'm glad you guys are coming along. Thank you for finding me on the channel, and subscribe if you can, so that way we can stay together, and you'll be able to see my progress in the next 60 days lifting weights. And I'm hoping that I can stay healthy and move all the way through the 60 days that way. So thanks again for finding me. Have a great day, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.